Hi everyone! Today, Dan and I are making a frozen dessert. It's very hot out. So this one is called a lemon ice, and it's not quite an ice cream. It's made with gelatin and egg whites and lemon juice and sugar. So it's interesting. I'm not sure how it'll turn out, but this is from the Knox gelatin book. It's salads, desserts, pies, and candies, and this is copyright 1943. So we're gonna get started. We have to let this freeze for a little bit before we add the egg whites, so it'll be a process, but we'll see how it turns out. Are you ready, Dan?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, let's get going. Okay, so I have 4 cups of water boiling and I have 2 cups of sugar. We're going to add this and make a simple syrup. So let's do that now. And you just want to stir this until the sugar dissolves. And hopefully I'm going to stand out of the way so you can actually let the light through. So that might take a minute or two for the sugar to fully dissolve. This water's pretty hot, so it's not taking very long. And we take this off the heat. All right, the next step is we take a 1/4 cup of cold water in the bowl. And then we soften 1 packet of gelatin in it. You want to stir that, Daniel? Okay, so we stir that until it's dissolved. Right? So now we're going to add the gelatin to the syrup, the sugar syrup. Now we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 3/4 cups of lemon juice, and I did strain the lemon juice. Thank you, Dan. And then after this, it says you just want to cool and freeze it. Okay, so we've got everything in the pot. Everything's been added. It says now that you want to let it cool and freeze it. It doesn't say what to freeze it in. I'm going to use a bread loaf pan because my mom used to make things like this and that's what she always froze it in. So you want to make sure that you don't crack your pan when you're adding super hot liquid to it. And you might want to let it kind of cool down a lot before you stick it in the freezer so you don't melt things in your freezer. Could you take that, please? Okay, let me see how big this is. This is a 1 quart pan. Hopefully it all fits. It does not all fit. So it does not all fit, so I'm putting the rest in this bowl. So you're going to freeze this. Don't freeze it all the way because it says when partly frozen, stiffly beaten whites of 2 eggs may be added. So this might take a couple hours because it's pretty warm. Right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so the mixture's almost entirely frozen, so I'm going to add 2 egg whites. So let's just separate these. Wash my hands. I'm gonna beat the egg whites and then we'll add it to the lemon mixture. Okay, so I transferred, as you can see, it's partially frozen and I'm gonna whisk it in because I think that's probably the best way to incorporate the egg whites. Dan, could you please add the egg whites to this? And it says the egg whites are optional. So the egg whites are optional. I'm not using pasteurized egg whites because I don't have any and I feel comfortable taking that risk. Whoops. But you could use pasteurized egg whites if you wanted to. Right, Daniel?
Correct.
So I'm just gonna whisk this in and try to get a pretty...
Now, what is this supposed to be? Like at the end?
It's a frozen dessert. It's called lemon ice, so it's not ice cream. It's
okay.
like a... I'm not
slushy?
sure. Kind of like, I think it's kind of supposed to be kind of like a slushy. So it has a note in this book. And it says... Add Knox gelatin to all mixtures frozen in refrigerator trays. It helps prevent formation of icy crystals, makes cream smooth and velvety. So normally you would get big ice crystals that form, and I think the gelatin helps to prevent that so it has a better texture. And that's kind of why I'm whisking it. I'm gonna try to see if we can get this as smooth as possible. And I think I'm just gonna cover this bowl with plastic wrap and stick it in the freezer like this. I'm curious as to what this will taste like in the end. So as you can see, it's pretty well incorporated. Okay, let's stick that over there. So I'm gonna cover this in plastic wrap, pop it in the freezer, and then tomorrow Dan and I are going to taste this and we're gonna let you know how it turns out. Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully. Sounds good.
I'm gonna taste it. Like, give it a little taste right now. I'm curious. I'm very curious. It's good. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
We'll see what the texture turns out to be like. I'm gonna be excited because I don't own an ice cream machine. So if this comes out like a little slushy delight, that'll be exciting. So and then it'll.
Could add vodka.
I don't know. It might not freeze.
No, I mean after.
Oh, afterwards. Oh yeah, you could turn this into an adult beverage. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned. All right, Dan and I are here. It's been a couple days. Lemon ice has been in the freezer, obviously, and we're ready to taste it.
Sounds good.
It's another hot day, so I'm excited about this.
It's good. I think the taste is a little.
It's too sweet.
It is really sweet. I think if it had more, like a stronger lemon or lime taste to it,
Yeah,
because you can't really.
it's very good. It's like a slushy, kind of like a cross between a slushy and a snow cone. That's what the texture is like. It doesn't. When we were scooping it, it did not roll like ice cream does. So it didn't form little balls of lemon ice. It was kind of hard to scrape out. Go ahead.
It's a really good summer treat though on a nice hot day.
Yeah, I was just expecting something a little more tangy, a little more lemony.
Maybe flavorful.
Yeah, and it just tastes like frozen sugar water with a hint of lemon. And
Oh, that's a perfect way to describe it.
yeah.
That was pretty good.
So, would I make this again? No, I would not. I would not make this again.
I think I would try it, but I think I would try it with a little bit stronger flavors.
Decrease the sugar, increase the lemon for me. Maybe throw some lemon zest in there. And, I mean, you could really add whatever flavor you want to it.
I mean, you could add blackberry to it, or you could add like a raspberry, or I think a raspberry with the tartness, with that sweetness, I think that would taste pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot out, so it's definitely refreshing, but I was just expecting something a little more tangy and lemony. When I get a lemon dessert, I want lemon. Like, I want lemon. And I just think this has a little too much sugar. But you know what? Back in 1943, this was probably a pretty neat treat to have. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, this was probably a pretty good treat to have. And we're just spoiled today. But, I mean, it's still good. I don't know if I did the egg whites right. I was going back and editing that part, and I was like, it didn't say to fold them in. And I'm like, I'm really beating the heck out of those egg whites.
Now, what's folding it in?
Well, you would fold in, like, typically when you beat egg whites, and you get, like, stiff peaks or whatever, you're doing it to get volume. So you're trying to make things light and airy, so you treat them gently so that you don't lose that airiness. And I was like, beating the heck out of it, but it didn't say to fold it in. There was really no way of doing that. So, I don't know if I may not have even done it right, but yeah, so lemon ice, try it out, see how you like it. If you decide to make this, please let me know in the comments what you think of it. Let me know if you decrease the sugar or increase the lemon or go a whole different direction flavor-wise with it. I think this would be interesting and something to expand on. What's nice is that it's dairy-free. You don't need an ice cream maker for it. So you don't have to go out and buy a expensive piece of equipment to make this. And it is good. It's just not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So you got a little something on your face too. I don't know what that was.
An eyelash has been bugging me this whole
Well, yeah,
video.
because it's sticking in your eye. You can see it right here. Did I get it?
Yeah.
I know, I can see it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Edit that out.
Edit that out?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe you can do a video, try something like this base, and then try something to add more to it.
Well, you could add more lemon and float a couple raspberries in there. Would that be
Yeah,
good?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe for
Well-
another video.
Maybe.
So, with that being said,
I do recommend this recipe. I recommend this recipe because it's you can build on it. You can really customize it. It's dairy free for people who can't have dairy, It doesn't require an ice cream machine, and it is good. It's refreshing. It's a little treat, and it'd be great to make this for kids. You know, maybe minus the egg white, or if you do use egg white, like I said before, use pasteurized egg white. I decided to take a risk and not go that direction. We'll see what happens. So, should be okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, so lemon ice. If you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe. I upload new content several times a week, and I hope to see you back.
Bye, everybody.